ESPN, your total sports network, presents live from the Coliseum in Greensboro, college basketball. Tonight, number 3 ranked North Carolina plays their cross-state rivals, the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest. The starting lineups for both ball clubs. First of all, for North Carolina. Remember, riding a 12-game winning streak. Jim Braddock, the only senior on the squad, is the point guard. At the other guard, Michael Jordan, the talk of basketball all over America. In the middle, Big Brad Daugherty, 6'11", a freshman. And up front, Sam Perkins, an All-American, and can he leap? And the other forward is Matt Daugherty. That is the North Carolina starting 5. Now the starting lineup for the Wake Forest Deacons. And they've got quickness at guards. Danny Young, their leading scorer at one guard. And one of the most improved players in basketball in the ACC, Delaney Rudd, at the other guard. In the middle is a man that's going to have to handle Perkins tonight. That is Anthony Tichy. Dick talked about him. One forward, Alvis Rogers, the only senior in the starting lineup. He sat out last year due to injury. And at the other forward, John Toms. And that's your starting lineup for the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest. In the last 3 years, there have been 6 games played between these two squads. Carolina has won 3 and Wake Forest 3. Jim Birch on your left, David Stodge in the middle, and Dick Papero on your right. They're the 3 officials tonight. Remember, there is a 30-second shot clock for all but the final 4 minutes of regulation time, and there is a 3-point play at Atlantic Coast Conference basketball. Carolina in the Carolina blue or darker uniforms, and Wake Forest in their home white. It will be Anthony Tichy stepping in against Sam Perkins to jump. Tichy, number 55, Perkins, number 41. Jim Birch will toss the ball up.
Can feel a lot of emotion right now in this arena, Jim. They really are fired up here, the Wake Forest fans.
The tip is controlled by, well, it is out of bounds. And let's see which way they say it goes. It goes to Carolina, knocked out of bounds by Anthony Tichy. And so Brad Daugherty, the big freshman, stepped over, but now Jim Braddock, the only senior on the entire Carolina squad, puts it in play. Braddock's number 24.
Carl Tacey told me he would come out and play a man-to-man, and he didn't hedge at all. They're playing man-to-man.
Perkins with Rogers on him. This is Daugherty. And Rudd's got that assignment. Braddock gets it into Perkins. Perkins with the hook. It's 2-0.
Well, once he gets down in that paint area, he's unstoppable. A little left-handed jump hook. He's devastating in air, Jim.
Delaney Rudd. And this is Danny Young, and the ball is knocked away and kept in play by Anthony Tichy. And look out, because Daugherty was coming up from behind. 2-0, the Tar Heels. This is going to be an exciting night.
Well, Dean Smith's got it. He's got Perkins playing Rogers.
Toms is loose, and it's 2-all.
Thompson's an outstanding wing jump shooter.
That was not a 3-point play, a 2-point play. Ball underneath to the freshman Daugherty, puts it up, no good. Followed by Matt Daugherty, no good, and down with the rebound comes Alvis Rogers.
He's a big, strong rebounder.
Young puts it in, it's good, and he's fouled.
Young has that great quickness, that penetration ability. It all started on the under end of the floor. Here comes Young down the lane. The junior lays it up the glass. He's been in a little slump, Jim. He was shooting 14 for 40 the last 3 games. We take a look at Michael Jordan. And Carl Tacey's been a little bit concerned, but he showed there. It looks like he's out of his slump. Jim
Braddock draws a foul. Young is a 72% free throw shooter. Now they're saying it is Jordan that drew the foul, and that's the big difference. It is 5-2 Wake Forest. The Deacons have been having a tough time, Dick says, getting out of the gate. They have to get out in a hurry. They're up by 3 points at the moment. That's Jordan on the far side. Still a man-to-man defense. And from the side, in and out, the shot taken by Jordan. brought down by Tichy. Young from way outside, no good. And over the backboard, it belongs to the Tar Heels.
Wake Forest runs the ball up the court really quick. Their two guards, it's a guard combination, are really underrated. When we're talking Delaney Rod and we're talking Danny Young.
And you took a good look at Carl Tichy, very laid back, but biting his fingernails on the sideline. That's Braddock. Can't get the ball into Doherty. Jordan does get the ball into Doherty. Doherty goes up, puts it up and in. Brad Doherty, the big freshman. And a foul call on Tichy.
You know, Jim, he just turned 17 years of age in October. He's a young kid just learning how to play the game. He posts up real strong inside, utilizes the great head fake, follows through, squares up, and goes to the foul line, and now has a chance for 3 points as we look at Carl Tayson.
And he can tie the game. The 6'11 freshman, he does not, but Jordan is there for the rebound, and there's a foul called underneath. And I believe it is going to be on Wake Forest. Let's see. Foul is on number 30, I believe. That's Albus Rogers.
First time they're showing zone right now. They're 2-3 zoning after the inbounds from the baseline.
Young's drawn the assignment with Michael Jordan. Ball knocked away by Tom. 3 on 2. And there is Delaney Rudd and another foul. This one is a charging foul. Rudd draws the charging foul.
Well, Dick Paparo waves it off. He calls the player control foul. There's the anticipation, the steal by Tom. He centers the ball. Here comes the explosiveness. Defensive player is squared. Excellent call by one of Freddie Barrett.
Would you wave off the basket as they waved off the basket?
He waved off the goal.
I said, would you?
Oh, yeah, I would have definitely. Excellent call by the official, Jim. I can't hear you too well at times, and this place is a madhouse.
Turn it up. Steal by Danny Young, who leads in steals. Going to take it all away. What a play by Danny Young.
Danny Young made a great defensive play and then converted it on the offensive end in transition.
30-second clock hasn't nearly come into play in the entire game. Nor did we expect it to. Perkins with the basketball now. 7-4, the Deacon. Underneath, knocked away by Tom. Controlled by Doherty. Intercepted by Tichy.
They're doing a great job of closing off passing lanes on Michael Jordan.
Toms is loose and scores. John Toms has 4 points. 9-4, Wake Forest.
Well, Dean Smith doesn't want to call a timeout with the TV timeout there, but this club's got to settle down. This club is really playing good basketball, Wake Forest.
Whistle underneath, and I believe it's going to be on Matt Doherty. On Matt Doherty for blocking out.
Well, he calls it right there. It's very obvious. Doherty hooks him with his arm as he tries to, what we call, Jim, in a trade, spin and pin on the boxes, getting great post position, but he cheated a little bit there. Changed by Carolina, they're zoning, 2-3 zone.
That is Albus Rogers putting it up and in. And Rogers gets his first basket, and he's 11-4.
Well, Wake Forest can do no wrong. They go down inside the gut of the zone, which became a 1-3-1 zone on the first pass, and Rogers converts it for a goal.
Braddock is through on the side, and it's brought down by Albus Rogers. This is Young with all that speed, trying to get inside. He does! And the basket counts, and he's fouled. Young now has 6 points and is fouled.
Wake Forest is taking it right at the Carolina basketball team. Danny Young is exceptionally quick. He splits the defense, a little hesitation dribble. He slides through. He's a slasher on his drive. Great basket. Here's Dean Smith. He's poised. He's been through this many, many a time. I don't want to sing his praises too loud because you remember what happened to me today at the luncheon.
They thought you're Dean Smith's personal disciple.
I said his numbers do not lie.
Young now has 8 points. It's 14-4. Wake Forest by 10. 16 minutes, 10 seconds to go. First half live from Greensboro.
Thompson's done a great job of keeping the ball out of Michael Jordan's hands.
Doherty loose and blows the shot. Missed it by a foot. Rogers comes down with it. Here's Young. Pass off. Toms. It is.
What
a walking call. Finally, David Dodge gives us a call. He stopped, poised. We got the cameras on him, and he gave us the walking call.
Well, it definitely was a walking violation. But what impresses me is the way they're attacking. Right now, Wake Forest is a man. They're the aggressor, and they're taking it at the North Carolina Tar Heels.
Well, remember, when we take our first time out of this ball game, Wake Forest is up by 10, 14-4 over Carolina. Remember again how things have gone much of the year. Wake Forest, a very slow starter. North Carolina usually breaks from the gate and usually dominates early. The opposite is true tonight. Thus far, the Tar Heels have had 4 turnovers, Wake Forest 2, and Wake Forest has out-rebounded them by a single rebound, 4-3. But the big thing is, Wake Forest has a total of 6 field goals, 2 free throws, and of course Carolina's only got 2 free throws.
Well, you know, North Carolina does a great job in what they call offensive efficiency rating, Jim. When you chart a team in their possessions, if you look at last year's meetings between these clubs, there's Carl Tacey. He was really kind to us today at the luncheon for Wake Forest. But their last 5 possessions, which is very rare, North Carolina has not scored.
Man-to-man, remember, thus far by Wake Forest into Michael Jordan, who takes it in and slams it. Well, Jordan makes something happen.
He just almost tore down the backboard there. He's got absolutely superb jumping ability, great explosiveness down inside, and that time was a no-no. They allowed him to post up and get the ball in the 3-second area.
This is Young. Jordan is on him. Delaney Rudd. Rudd with his feet takes it in. No good, but it's tipped in by Tichy.
They waved the goal off, Jim.
They waved it off. Goaltending, offensive goaltending.
Interfering with the ball on its cylinder, waved it off. But what was impressive there was Delaney Rudd's speed. He left Jimmy Braddock out of the gate. Look at this right here. Nobody rotates over to give any help, which is a rarity, and there was the interference right up there by Tichy.
It is not a surprise, the speed of Young and Rudd, but it is impressive, even though we'd heard about it. Perkins. On him is Rogers. Perkins shoots and scores. And Sam now has 4 points.
Well, the big guy from out of New York State plays without effort. He just goes up and down that floor.
Shot missed by Rudd. He's going to try again and score. 16-8.
Great awareness by Rudd there to hit the little 7-footer on a missed shot.
There's Brad Doherty, and I believe he's walking with the ball. Or is it a foul? I think it's going to be a foul. It's going to be a foul. Pushing off on Doherty.
That was on Tichy, Jim. He gets the ball in post position right here. Good head up and under fake. He keeps his pivot foot planted. Everybody in the crowd wanted the walking violation, but he did not walk.
Tichy now has 2 fouls. Buzz Peterson checks in for Carolina. And Matt Doherty goes to the sidelines.
They also took Tichy out and brought in, I'll call him Tony.
You can't say Karasik, huh?
Karasik.
From East Moline, Illinois, number 54. He is 6'9". This is Brad Doherty of Carolina. He missed one earlier. He has this in a total of 3 points.
Well, this good-looking young man has an unbelievable future. When you believe that he just turned 17 years of age, 6'11", he's going to be a great one.
4 points for Brad Doherty, 16-11. Carolina within 5. 14:40 left, first half. This is Young. There's Karasik, just came into the ball game. And Tom's going to take things in his own hands, but way short, and Perkins has the air ball.
Well, I think he was anticipating the shot block by Perkins, and he pulled up on the jump.
Steve Hall is in, but there's a shot from the sideline by Doherty after the feed from Hall.
Steve Hale, he's from out of, Jim, that's Steve Hale from out of Oklahoma.
Beg your pardon.
His dad used to be the coach at Oral Roberts University. He's an outstanding high school player.
Off the hands of Toms and out of bounds, but they say no. It was tipped last by a Carolina man.
Well, Dean must have had some words of wisdom since the timeout. It's been 8-2 North Carolina.
Was 14-4, now it's 16-12. Toms in the corners, loose over Jordan and hit. John Toms has 6 points.
That's his strength, shooting the basketball from approximately 17 feet, has great rotation.
There has not been a 3-point play yet by either squad, and Carolina does very well in that department.
That's really unusual because they're averaging 21 3-point attempts per game.
Now there's one by Peterson, and it's way short and falls into the hands of Karasik. This is Young. Rudd from the corner, no good, and over the backboard, it belongs to the Tar Heels. 13:28 left. Wake Forest by 6, and it's a wild one as we expected. And now you can see Matt Doherty checking back in. Now for the first time, John Brownlee comes in, and Matt Doherty will go out. Brownlee's number is 32.
Carolina's doing a better job in their defensive transition basketball. They're getting back quicker, and they're not giving the numbers to Wake Forest.
Kenny Green has come in for Wake Forest, number 21. Shot from the side by the man who just came back in, Matt Doherty, and it's 18-14.
He's a very silent player, but a very productive player, Doherty.
Young hits the front of the basket, and Perkins is there to pick it up. And now Carolina can draw within 2. They were down by 10. Hale to Matt Doherty. Doherty's going to take the shot. No good. There's Perkins, the All-American, and he is fouled, as you can see, by Kenny Green, the freshman, number 21.
Well, nobody blocks out Perkins, and that's a cardinal sin on the board. You must block out. You must find your player. He's allowed to get the clear lane to the basket. There's Sam with the long arms. He's 6'9", but plays like 7 feet. And Kenny Green slaps him across the arm.
Albus Rogers started to come in and did, and Kenny Green went out for him, but that's not the man Carl Tacey wanted to substitute for. Green stays in. Rogers comes back in, and coming out is John Toms. It'll be Perkins, who is 3rd overall in the conference in free throw shooting at the line once they get this settled. Perkins shooting it better than 86% from the free throw line. 5 team fouls against Wake Forest, 3 against North Carolina.
As Carl Tacey, I call him the Southern gentleman. They're debating right now as to whom the foul was on.
Green is coming over. I'm sure that that's the man the foul was on. It's so listed on the board. Now Tacey is chasing Jim Birch down the line. Now they're waving back in John Toms.
Well, he's so quiet and mild-mannered, but his greatest asset, Jim, is his ability to analyze films. He's just a bright strategist, and he really does a super job of planning and figuring out what the weaknesses and strengths in preparing for a basketball game are.
Buzz Peterson goes out. Michael Jordan comes back in for North Carolina. Hale remains in. Doherty is out. Perkins at the line.
Perkins has a great touch for a big kid. As you mentioned, he's shooting over 85% from the free throw line.
You just don't expect him to miss from there.
He reminds me of the All-American from out of Tennessee. They're not the same kind of player, but they play with that tremendous poise, and they really have such confidence about themselves, and they play without a great deal of emotion.
Perkins hits again. He now has 6 points, and it has been a 12-4 ball game since that timeout. Carolina has won the ball game since the timeout. Wake leads by 2. All lost out of bounds, but belongs to Wake Forest.
Well, Carolina right there tried to get them out of their rhythm offensively by going to a modified trap defense.
North Carolina, Doherty, Perkins, Doherty, Jordan, and Hale.
Now Carolina, they show another look out of their defensive set, their zone.
Green has it blocked by Perkins. Karasik comes down with it, feeds it, and scored by Albus Rogers. That's his second basket, 20-16. Michael Jordan, that's a 3-point try, no good. Rogers gets another rebound.
Well, Rogers is a real horse. They missed the big fella last year when he had the knee surgery. He was redshirted after being a 3-year starter.
Wake Forest by 4, 15, or rather 12-15 to go. Lost away. They said that Rudd stepped on the baseline. He is out of bounds. The ball belongs to North Carolina.
Carl Tacey's trying to isolate his guards, trying to take advantage of their great quickness. There it is right now, the isolation. Rudd trying to use his quickness, but Sam Perkins comes over and gives help, and Rudd steps out of bounds.
Hale has been playing a good deal for Braddock. As Doherty, it is knocked away, rejected by Green. This shot is no good, and now tipped up by and tipped away.
Oh, I got to score that basket, Jim. There had to be interference right there. Yes, sirree, scored a goal.
The question is it Doherty?
There was definitely interference up there on the rim. Here we take a look at it. I'll let you be the judge. There's the little jumper from the corner. There's the tip by Perkins. There's the ball up by Doherty. And there's the interference right there. Excellent call. You know, these officials, I'll tell you something, Jim. I always thought when I was a coach that media people and officials were monsters, but they're not bad people.
Give Doherty the goal. He's now got 8 points. 20-18, Wake Forest. In shooting tonight, Wake Forest thus far 50%. And North Carolina 43.7%. Let's call it 44%.
That's unusual for a Dean Smith basketball team. They're leading the ACC, shooting over 53%. There's the 1-3-1 zone by Carolina.
In ACC games, the 4 they played thus far, Carolina scored 99.5 points on the average per game. And the Deacons lead in scoring defense. So it's a great offense against the scoring defense.
Right now in a half-court game, the advantage goes to North Carolina.
Rod from outside, Green is there, and the freshman does it. Kenny Green, good move.
I like this young kid. Carl Tacey told me about him today. He said, Dick, you're going to really like him with his inside game around the boxes, and he's going to be a plus for this program.
22-18, Wake Forest, the ball knocked away. They try to get it into Doherty. Here comes that speed, and that was Rod. Foul called, basket no good.
They really get it up the floor in transition. They're as good as anybody pushing it up with a front wave, the ball at the point, and the 2 wing people. There's the ball on a wing. Delaney Rudd just takes it to the goal. Strong, and he's bumped as he goes up for a shot. They slap some skin.
Rudd at the foul line.
Want to get me in trouble right now? That guy on NBC, Al McGuire, said that Greg Stokes is the most improved player in America. Once again, you know, I don't agree with McGuire ever. There's no way, because Stokes was a great potential 6'10", Mr. Basketball in Ohio. This kid right here is the most improved player in America. Came out of a little high school. Delaney Rudd averaged 1 point a game last year, Jim.
11 minutes to go. It's by 6. Wake Forest.
That's for you, Mr. McGuire, but I love you.
Hale takes the shot. Good. And Steve Hale, the freshman from Jenks, Oklahoma, has his first basket.
He's a pre-med student, a very bright young man. He's a real positive force on the floor.
Hey, that's a move by Green again. Kenny Green has the last 2 buckets for the Demon Deacons.
Somebody better tell Green and Hale they're only freshmen. They're not supposed to take charge this early in the season.
26-20. Carolina gets
Wake Forest
Georgia Tech here on Saturday. Dick and I will be here, and Wake Forest on Sunday has Arkansas. Hale, 3-point try, good! First of the night, 26-23.
You know his daddy's got to be mighty proud down in Oklahoma. I'm sure he's watching his youngster perform. His dad was a fine coach at Oral Roberts.
10 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the first half. This is Rudd. And reaching in on Sam Perkins. That'll be the 5th team foul against the Tar Heels. Wake Forest has 5 team fouls against themselves.
Carl Tacey's put out so many competitive basketball teams. Last year he won 21 games with adversity, losing Alvis Rogers. The year before he had an outstanding team with a guard I love by the name of Frankie Johnson.
Steve Hale goes out, and Jim Braddock, the senior, comes back in. Check that. Braddock is not only back in, Peterson has also come back in.
There's the half-court trap.
This is Rudd, almost lost the ball. Ball is tipped out of bounds by Jordan, who tried to say it was Rogers who threw it out of bounds, but that, of course, is not true.
Well, you see, Jim, I'm living up to my word, telling those Wake Forest people at lunch. I said, I will not talk about that man, Dean the Dream, all night. I'll talk about gentleman Carl Tacey.
This is this man Green again. This time no good, but there's Karasik. No good, tipped in by, no, it is not in by Green. Out of bounds, it belongs to Wake. Off the hands of Perkins.
Green's a very active player. He's constantly bouncing off the floor. Here he is right here. There goes the up and under by Green. It's no good. Karasik lays it up, and there's the tip again, but left-hander. Doesn't go down, but it rolls off Perkins' head. Good call.
Green's going to try again way over to this side, so Young picks it up. He misses. Karasik goes over the top of Doherty. No foul. Doherty comes down with a rebound. Wake Forest had its chances there. There's Jordan driving. Knocked away by Karasik, and he's going to draw the foul.
Well, Karasik was dreaming right there that he wanted to slam one on MJ, Michael Jordan. Here comes the All-American. He explodes. Karasik, the freshman from East Moline, Illinois, says, no, Michael, not at me, big guy. Takes his arm off.
Jordan, the leading scorer tonight, thus far has 2 points with a chance for 2 more from the free throw line. Carl Tacey's team at one time led by 10, now leading by 3. And Jordan can pull within 1.
He was devastating in the last game I had him against Duke University.
Jordan misses. They're waving in 2 more players. And Toms comes in, and Tichy comes in, and Karasik goes out, and Green goes out for Wake Forest.
Well, those 2 kids didn't hurt him at all. He got some plus basketball from his bench, and that's something that was concerning Carl Tacey here tonight.
Jordan hits on the second one. He's got 3 points. It's 26-24. Wake Forest had bundles of chances last time down. They'll need it here, or Carolina will have a chance to tie.
They're in what they call their run and jump defense, where they gamble and they try to trap. You can do that when you got a great shot blocker like Perkins in the paint.
9 minutes, 15 seconds left in the half. Ball is backed away by Doherty. Draws a foul, reaching in on Tichy. That's the first foul on Doherty. And now each team will have 6 team fouls. 7, of course, is the magic number for the 1-and-1.
That's a freshman mistake, Jim. As we take a look right here, 26-24 with 9:10 on the clock. Tichy's 20 foot from the basket, and Doherty bangs him.
That Doherty's coming in, and Michael Jordan, with 3 points thus far, is going out.
Good move by Dean, taking him out, letting him rest for a moment, get himself together, and come back on the floor and demonstrate why he's America's premier 6'6" player.
Danny Young with Buzz Peterson on him. Young shooting over Peterson and good. Young has his first basket in a long while, but he's got 10 points on the night.
Well, he came heralded out of Raleigh, North Carolina as a scoring guard. They moved him over to the point, and he's really made the adjustment.
And Wake Forest now steps up in his own. Perkins breaks it.
Perkins really does a super job of reading the opening in the zone. He slides through the gap and seam and sticks the jump shot.
Ball is thrown way long by Danny Young over the head of Rudd. And it belongs to Carolina, and the Tar Heels will have a chance to tie.
Well, Carl Tacey's very upset because he wants him to go to the post area as he throws the ball wild to the wing. Against that kind of defense, you want to get it to the post area. Here comes Warren Martin, 6'11".
Replaces Brad Doherty. Says he wants to get into the space program. He's already up in space at 6'11".
Is there a spaceship big enough for that guy?
Peterson can shoot but can't get the ball away. That is Martin getting the ball across court to Peterson. Doherty forces a shot. No good. Tichy has it. And now Martin gives it to Perkins. He didn't quite know what to do with it.
Well, Martin wanted to slam dunk it. I know down at Chapel Hill, they're all watching at the Four Seasons. They want to go crazy and watch him slam dunk because the fans love him. But he made an excellent pass there to Perkins.
28-28. We've got a tie game. Carolina led 2-0. There's a turnover again. Down into the corner to Matt Doherty. Beat the ball. Slam dunk by Martin.
That's what they love. I said Four Seasons. I meant Four Corners, Jim. It's a popular hangout down at Chapel Hill. What a great play right there in transition by Carolina.
Carolina leads by 2 after being up by 10. Toms takes the shot. No good. Martin is there for the rebound.
Timeout, Carl Tacey. It's starting to be one of those typical Carolina spurts.
This is Braddock. Whistle blows. And some person has gone over. I don't know whether someone is hurt, whether someone is sick, whether someone or the clock has gone awry or what, but they're all on the other side, getting down behind the bench over there. I don't know if anyone is injured over there or whether something has just gone wrong. There's a timeout for whatever it is, whether it's the clock or whatever. Something gone awry. And we'll just say that it is 30-28 with 7:09 to go. We trust it is nothing at all serious except something electronic. We'll let you know when we come back. 30-28, North Carolina. 7:09 to go on the clock. Excuse me, 7:09 to go on the clock. 30-28, Carolina has the lead, and Carolina has the basketball. Remember, they were down 14-4. And Wake Forest, which has been committing very few turnovers in recent games, committed a bundle And Carolina has come right back into the ball game and now lead by 2. This is Sam Perkins over to Michael Jordan, who's back in. Jordan slams it again. His 2 baskets have been slam dunks.
He had viciousness in his eye. No one rotated over. I thought it was a funny story today at the luncheon where Carl Tacey said, I'm not going to tell who's going to guard Jordan until right before game time because they might not sleep.
Another turnover. The ball goes off the hands. Another bad pass. So that means that is Carolina's ball. Rudd's 3rd turnover right there, Delaney Rudd.
They're having a difficult time adjusting to their trap defense right now.
Jordan. Wake has gone back into the man-to-man, and Jordan puts another basket in. This time, not a slam dunk in 7 points.
Jim, I thought it was an excellent move by Dean Smith, taking Michael out of the game and now getting them together where he's got his act together. He's really into the offensive flow.
Carolina has outscored Wake 30-14 since it was 14-4.
Very unusual. Delaney Rudd turning the ball over like that. He's averaging only like 1 turnover a game.
Timeout. The man that was ill was Rick Brewer, the sports information director of North Carolina. He regained consciousness, and the doctors say he is okay, he is stable. That is good news. 6:11 to go. What a turnaround. Wake Forest raced out to a 14-4 lead, and now Carolina leads by the score of 34-28. Timeout. More than 15,000 here. This is a home game for Wake Forest. When North Carolina plays Georgia Tech on Saturday, Dick and I will be here. That will be a home game for North Carolina. At one time, the first time out, Wake Forest was leading 14-4. When they called timeout next time, Carolina had outscored Wake 14-6. This time, since that last time out, they'd outscored them 16-8. Toms is going to take the shot and hit. John Toms gets him back on track. 8 points for Toms. It's 34-30.
Good job in their offense getting that shot for Toms. They got to get him the ball a little bit more because he's really got the touch tonight.
Michael Jordan gets the ball in. Martin didn't have very far to go, did he? He just turned and the basket was standing right at eye level.
Well, they found him all of a sudden. He's starting to get better and better with each game. Here's the run and jump.
And Toms loses the ball away, and Matt Gardy picks it up. Carolina by 6, and here they come. Braddock goes down, loses the ball away. They've got a 2-on-1 break. Toms picks it in. Charging call.
Oh, that's one of those really debatable calls. It can go either way. It depends on what eyes are looking at it. But what a big turnaround. We'll let you decide. Does he step in quick enough? Is Doherty there? I say yes.
That is the 2nd time they've taken a basket away on a charging foul.
And that'll never show in a scorebook, but that's the value of a player like Matt Doherty from East Meadow, New York.
Look at Teachy.
Uh-oh.
Look at Teachy. He steals the ball and slam dunks at the other end. 36-32.
They want to trap themselves right now. They want to attack pressure by pressuring. That's a good decision by Carl Tacey.
5 minutes to go in the ball game, this first half. And now Warren Martin loses the ball out of bounds. Went to dribble and dribbled it out of bounds.
And Dean Smith looks at him and says, hey, wait a minute. I'm coach of the year. I'm the president of the Coaches Association. How can you make that call, David Lodge? Technical foul on North Carolina.
I think it's on Braddock. Braddock said something as he came out. And I think it's a technical foul, and now they're putting Braddock away. Braddock is going after David Dodge, and now he is determined and goes back the other way.
He's going to take him right out of the game. Dean Smith doesn't want any of his players to lose it. Boys,
They had to grab Braddock. He started after the official. And I think it was Steve Hale that grabbed him and pulled him back. But there will be a technical foul. It is 36-32, and of course, after it's over, the Deacons get the ball back.
He only gets one, though, Jim. It was not called on a bench or on a coach, which would be a 2-shot technical.
Alvis Rogers, 83% shooter, is going to take it, and he misses it. Can't believe it, but he did. 83% shooter, and he missed the free throw on the technical. But Wake Forest gets the ball back.
I give the officials credit too, boy. They called it right in front of Coach Smith. And if you don't believe that certain officials get a little intimidated by certain names, like that fella's name down in Indiana, I can't think of his name, the general, and Dean Smith, and some of the other great coaches in America, you better believe they do. They never got intimidated by me, though, Jim.
Wake Forest down by 4. Danny Young with the ball and Michael Jordan on him. Feed in underneath. Toms puts it up and in. 10 points for John Tom, 36-34 Carolina.
Very good decision getting it into the hands of Tom.
This is Hale who replaced Braddock. Perkins can't get around. A foul call. And they're in the bonus situation.
Well, there's the double up on Perkins. He catches the ball. He wants to spin to his left, which is his strong hand. And Danny Young reaches down as they try to jam him inside, double him up.
Bonus situation, and of course, Perkins is 2 for 2 and 3rd in the conference, as we told you, in free throw shooting. Well, a bad man to go to the line as far as Wake is concerned. Great for Carolina. Oh, he misses. Ball is off the hands of Rogers, but he goes back and gets it. Now the Demon Deacons can tie the Tar Heels. Or with a three-point play, go ahead. From outside, Tichy in and out, and look at Rogers, and he's fouled by Perkins. Perkins draws his second.
Well, North Carolina gets very careless. They do not seal off or block off on the glass. Rogers, who's an outstanding offensive rebounder, gets right into the hole. There he is, number 30, spreads the big body. You see that brace on his knee.
Bonus situation. So Albus Rogers, who missed on the technical, can tie this up. And misses another one.
He's an 83% shooter. He's missed his last 2.
His only 2. Had a chance to tie it, does not. 4:10 to go. First half, 36-34 North Carolina. That is Hale. Now Brad Daugherty.
They really do an excellent job executing out of their passing game. A lot of ball movement, player movement.
Jordan. Michael Jordan now with 9 points. 38-34.
They're zoning right now. There's a good diagonal pass.
And in underneath, that is Albus Rogers. 6 points.
Jim, that's a great pass against the zone defense. You throw it diagonally right over the top of the zone. Perfect execution.
And he goes right past Billy Packer as the 11th all-time scorer.
Who's that guy, Packer? He couldn't play a lick. He couldn't shoot, couldn't handle it.
Oh, I believe it. Sam Perkins is walking with the ball. And again, Wake Forest has a chance to tie.
Rogers is really asserting himself on the floor now, offensively and defensively. Yes, that's Billy Packer of CBS. He was a heck of a little player. Rogers just passed him.
When we come back, it's 3:26 to go in this half, and play resumes. It will be Wake Forest with the basketball and the chance to tie. On three-point plays, there have not been too many tried tonight. Carolina's tried 4, has made good on 1. That was by Steve Hale. Wake Forest has tried 2, made good on none.
You know, I want to play a little game with you. I was playing a game in my hotel room. I said, if I was the owner, I'd name of a North Carolina graduates, Billy Cunningham, a general manager, Larry Brown, the head coach, and then have a club of Bob McAdoo, James Worthy, Michael O'Corum, Walter Davis, Phil Ford, and a 6th man, Bobby Jones. You think you can win with that club?
You ought to raise some money and try.
They all wore the Carolina blue.
Carolina setting up in a zone now, hands high.
1-3-1 zone, Jim, trying to cut off passing lanes.
Rogers shoots over it and scores. It's a tie game.
Playing with a lot of confidence, Jim, on both ends of the floor.
38-38. Hale dragged that last foot. Turnover. Wake Forest gets it. Steve tried to stop and could not.
Hale definitely drags his foot right here. He lifts the pivot foot. We don't see it there. It was on the next motion that he did pick it up.
Rogers goes in, uses the glass, no good, tries again, but Perkins comes down with it. 2 minutes, 35 seconds to go in this first half. Tie game. There's Brad Daugherty putting it off the glass and in. He now has 10 points.
They get so many good shots out of their execution. And that's why they're always challenging, always winning year in and year out in terms of always having a 20-game winner.
Brad Daugherty reaches in and draws his second personal foul. Remember, in a 1-on-1 situation now. And so again, Wake Forest can go to the line with a chance to tie it up. Ball game broke open with Wake on top 14-4. And then Carolina took the lead 34-28. And now it's 40-38. And this is Alvis Rogers, who is 0 for 2. And he is the 83% free throw shooter. Well, he's got 8 points tonight, and this is his third try.
Well, I'm going to wager you right now for breakfast tomorrow morning. He makes this. No way he's missing 3 in a row.
What would you like? Grits, sausage, biscuits?
You only treat me when I don't buy big, like when I have my grapefruit. Got to keep that waistline down.
That's going to go off the back. You could tell Martin goes up. So he's just 1 for 4.
That's a real surprise because he's an excellent shooter.
Wake Forest has started 4, or I should say 5 men from the state of North Carolina, and I believe Alvis Rogers is going to draw a second personal foul, reaching in on Sam Perkins. Perkins is the 86% free throw shooter who hit his first 2, and he missed last time out.
You know, you watch down there where the foul was just called. I know the average fan says, why do they allow the ball to go inside that easily? But North Carolina, see, you can shut off their first option and you may shut their second option. But defenses usually break down, Jim, when you force them to play your third and fourth options. And that's what Carolina does. They have patience on offense.
You'll never believe this if you're a hot Carolina or a hot Wake fan, but Carl Tacey got up and started down. Dean Smith got up and Tacey waved him off as though nothing important. Smith smiled at him and sat back down.
Well, if I was Dean Smith, I could smile too quite a bit when I look and I know I have Sam Perkins and Michael Jordan.
2:05 to go, and checking back in is Tony Karasik. It is North Carolina now by 3 in the first half. Green showed us something in the brief time he was in there. Here's Toms, loose, not loose.
They got to get a little bit more ball movement. They got to reverse the basketball, swing it, make the defense adjust to them in the zone.
30-second clock has not come into play tonight. From way outside, Young, no good, and Karasik, and boy, Perkins got away with a foul there. He reached over the top. That would have been his third, but no whistle.
That was not a good shot by Kenny Young. He shot that not being under control.
I think he had to get it away, Dick, on the shot clock. He's going to try again this time. No good, and this time it is Martin who has it, and here comes Jordan.
I really like the improvement of Martin. He shows me a little bit more every time I look at him.
Perkins is going to try, and hits from outside.
That's 3. They raise the hand. That trail official's really got to work, Jim. He's got to have his eyes glued to that 17'9" line, which we've said time and time again, and no use repeating, but I'll say it one more time. It's a joke.
55 seconds to go. Carolina by 6. Perkins has 15 points on the night. Toms takes the shot. Good. And John Toms, who you're talking about, has 12 points on the night.
I'll tell you, he worked for that because Daugherty was playing him tough defensively, but Toms really did a great job of posting up, using his body to get free.
That is Martin walking with the ball. So with 32 seconds to go in the half, Carolina 45, Wake Forest 41. Wake Forest will have the basketball. Perkins goes to the sideline.
You know, there's a tendency, Jim, for some people, they might say, well, Carolina doesn't look impressive here tonight. They don't look like a #1 team in the nation. I don't buy that. The club they're playing right now is playing like a legitimate top 15 team in the nation, and they're the reason that Carolina is fighting for their life to get a win here tonight.
Let's face it, Wake Forest is 13-2 on the year, undefeated in the conference.
Well, they had only that one surprise loss with William & Mary, who just won their 7th in a row, so they're pretty good basketball.
Toms, no good. Karasik goes over the back, no good. Green has it rejected. Picked up by Rudd, and they say he stepped on the sideline. So with 11 seconds to go, Carolina gets the basketball. 45-41. Matt Daugherty, Tom's on him. He almost lost the ball. 5 seconds. Better get it away. Hale takes the shot. No good. It is no good, and the first half ends, and after leading by 10, It is UNC, the Tar Heels of Carolina, leading by 4 over Wake Forest, 45-41. It has been a ball game, and there's lots more to come here in Greensboro. She will throw it in for Wake Forest. They're down by 4, 45-41, and a little trouble getting the ball in bounds. But now Danny Young has 10 seconds to get over the line. Michael Jordan is on him. Young, Rudd with the ball now. Tichy, Rogers, and Toms. Young takes the shot. No good. Rebounded by Rudd, who's right there. Puts it up. No good. And there's Tichy, and he goes up, and I believe he's walking with the ball.
Well, I got a walking violation. I'm not too sure. I might have been screaming somewhat. If I were Carl Tacey, I thought maybe we had a little goaltending on that end of the floor.
Perkins, Braddock, who got the technical foul in the first half. Brad Doherty, Michael Jordan, Matt Doherty. Both teams have the same starting fives in there.
They jump out the man-to-man defense.
Carolina by 4, looking to go up by 6. Lead in, and someone is reaching in, and it may be Rudd. And if it is for Delaney, that's his second foul.
Well, Delaney Rudd has 23 steals this year. He and Young have over 50 steals. As we take a look at him trying to close off the lane inside to Jordan, but he definitely reached over the shoulder.
Braddock. Wake showed us a very little bit of zone in the first half. Carolina much more. There is, oh, what a move by Jordan. Well, changing hands and putting the ball in.
Well, I'm going to make you color analyst because you described that perfectly, Mr. Simpson.
Tom shoots and he scores and now has 14 points.
Tom comes down on the other end. Does a great job getting free for a shot. But that last move by Jordan is why he's my choice right now as the player of the year in college basketball if you made your selection today.
47-43.
And 41 might be number 2. That guy down in Virginia about number 3 or 4.
Braddock steps around, takes a three-point try and hits. Jim Braddock has his first points, and it's a three-pointer. And it's 50-43. Carolina with its biggest lead, 7.
Braddock might be the best three-point shooter in the league.
Young hits one, and that's a three-pointer.
Well, Young comes back down. He says, Jimmy Braddock, if you can stick him from there, I can too.
50-46. This is Jordan. It's underneath of the backboard going up. He simply laid the ball into the underside of the backboard.
There's a Carolina fan. Don't believe it. She's Wake Forest all the way.
Danny Young, the junior from Raleigh, bringing the ball up court.
Well, Delaney Rudd's got to start getting in the offense. He's averaging double figures, but he's only 1 for 4 right now.
Foul call. Tom's had the ball, and reaching in on him, I believe, was Matt Doherty.
I tell you, Carl Tacey violates every rule of coaching as we look at Doherty. No emotion. He's not wild and eccentric like guys like when I was on that sideline, a complete Bananasville all the time.
Rogers goes up, and it's fouled in the attempt. The basket is good, and he'll get another one. And Dean Smith is hot. He is hot. He's following the official all the way down to the bench.
He called a technical on Dean.
Dean is still with him.
There's the dump down inside. There's the double clutch pump. He gives him the goal, and now he slaps him with a tee. I'll tell you, that's very unusual for Dean Smith, for him to lose his cool.
And remember, Braddock is the other man had a technical call against him. And this makes it 50-48, but a lot can happen here. Foul on the shot and a technical after the foul on the shot.
I believe the technical was called by Dave Dodge.
Now they're waving him away. There should be some explanation here because there was certainly a foul called. Rogers to take the shot. He is 1 for 4 from the line. Good free throw shooter. And makes this one 50-49. And now we'll get a 2-shot technical. They can go ahead and then get the ball back.
I believe he's shooting the technical right now.
He is, first of 2 on the technical because it was on the bench.
But I think the foul shot will be shot by Toms.
No, sir. I think he's going to be all. This is his 3rd shot. Rogers takes them all.
You're right about that. You're right on the money.
Misses this, but it's a tie game at 50 all, and Wake Forest gets the ball.
You know, Jim, they have a potential, unless my mathematics is bad, they have a potential to get 7 points if he hits a three-pointer right here on this possession.
You're right. Rudd feeds the ball into Toms. Knocked away. Still belongs to Wake Forest. Smith on his feet still, as you can see now, taking a seat. Carl Tacey on your left. Now time call. Danny Young looked in, couldn't get the ball in, and rather than have it frozen down there with a chance to go ahead, has called timeout.
Have you ever seen a coach so calm, cool, and collective like Carl Tacey? I give him great credit for his boys.
Looks like he's calm. How can he be? It is 50 apiece. You know who Matti Nikkanen is? Matti Nikkanen is from Finland. And you better mark that name down, because Matti Nikkanen is maybe the best ski jumper in the history of the sport. And you will see him Saturday afternoon, February the 5th at 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific time, here on ESPN on the 90-meter jump up at Intervale outside of Lake Placid, New York. The youngest ever to win World Cup events. He's won them all this year. And you'll see him on ESPN on February the 5th. With the Olympic Games coming up next year in Sarajevo, Yugoslavia, it's a name to remember. Wake Forest looking to go ahead. Young's going to take the shot. In and out, no good. Jordan's got the rebound, but it's 1-on-2. Jordan's going to try to take it himself. Passes off to Doherty underneath. And let's see what they call here. Man was actually hanging on the rim. And we will see.
Well, there's Jordan. Looks like he's going to go up for the little jumper. And at the last moment, he dumps it down at Doherty. And there's no doubt of the foul as he tries to go up and under. What a superb play right there by Jordan at the last moment. Had control of his body, as Dean right now wants a little explanation from the officials.
The foul apparently on Alvis Rogers. It has not gone up yet. If it is, it would be his third.
They got to take a little bit more control, Jim, in terms of they're hesitating on their calls right now, and that's not a good sign from your trio of officials. And these guys have done a very good job in the first half. But I see a little bit now where they're starting to explain too much rather than just blow the whistle and make a call with authority.
They still have not put it up that it is, as Doherty hits the first one, now has 3 points, that it is Alvis Rogers, but I'm pretty sure that's who it was on. And now they put it up. It is his third. And now it is Carolina 52 and Wake Forest 50. 17 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the game. We're at Greensboro Coliseum, live on ESPN.
Carl Tacey's got to be really concerned that Danny Young might try to be a little too one-on-one against Michael Jordan.
Here's Toms taking the high arching shot, no good. Ball up for grabs. Braddock comes down with it for North Carolina. Gordon on the far side. Gets it in to Brad Doherty. Ball knocked away by Tichy, picked up by Toms. Over to Young, feeds it off to Rudd, who misses the shot. Tipped in by Tichy, and he says it's no good. Offensive goaltending. That is the third basket taken away for goaltending or charging tonight.
Well, Jim, it's offensive interference if the ball is laying on the rim and on the cylinder. There comes Danny Young. He looks left, kicks it right. Danny Young's having a tough night.
That's the second, Dick, offensive goaltending call against him. Doherty puts it in.
I thought he made a good call right there. On that
Instead of 52 all, it's 54-50 North Carolina.
Can't allow him to get the ball inside that easily.
Tichy all the way and misses the shot. It goes off the hands of Sam Perkins and out of bounds.
That's not a good shot by Tichy. Hung in the air, but he just threw up a brick right there.
Big Warren Martin is coming in. Buzz Peterson is coming in for Carolina. Brad Doherty goes to the sidelines. Matt Doherty goes to the sidelines.
Well, if you're coaching right now and you're coaching against North Carolina, you're so worried about their one spurt. They usually get one of those 11-2, 11-3 spurts, Jim, and break open basketball games.
Young stepping around. Jordan, who falls down. Young puts it up. No good. And Perkins comes down with it, gets it to Peterson.
I would like to see Wake Forest get the ball in Rogers' hands a little bit more down in the boxes. Big and strong.
Jordan puts it up. No good. Foul call.
Well, you allow him to get the ball inside that low, Jim. You're at his mercy. He's either going to take it home and drop step, slam it on you, or he's going to turn and shoot the little jump shot as we look here tonight of the points between Rudd and Jordan. Rudd with 4, Jordan 11. Rudd with 1 assist, Jordan with 2.
Foul is on Toms, and that is his second.
They're really not playing each other head to head, so it's unfair to really look at those numbers and say, for example, that Jordan's outplaying Delaney Rudd head-to-head.
Now, for the first time, we see getting up Scott Davis coming in. He is the brother of the ex-Maryland star Brad Davis, now in the NBA. And for the first time, we see Chuck Kepley coming in, number 22, a 6'4" sophomore.
And he's the son of a former North Carolina player who I know you covered his games.
Dick Kepley.
When he played for the classy Frank McGuire.
Wow, that hardly got to the rim.
Well, hey, Michael, I'm not going to say all these pretty things about you, Michael. Come on, big fella, make me look good now. I'm telling the world you're the best in America.
Well, like put him on the front of a national magazine. This is Scott Davis with the ball now. 54-50. Let's see if Wake Forest does anything different with his offense with these two men in here. Ball knocked away from Kepley, knocked back court, but it was knocked there by Carolina.
Carolina really extends defensively, one pass away. They really deny.
Ball on a bounce pass into TG, knocked away. Not a good pass at all by Scott Davis.
They love closing off those passing lanes, Jim. They gamble quite a bit defensively.
Was 50-50. Now it's 54-50. Carolina, and they've got the basketball. Sam Perkins gets it back and reaching in. Nope, it is walking on Doherty. Davis was there, and Doherty took the extra step.
Well, I'll ask you, Jim. As we look at the ball entered here by Perkins, he dumps down a gut cut. Does he walk prior to the foul, or is the foul first? They thought the walk was first. And you know what? They counted.
Martin goes to the sidelines. And Brad Doherty comes back in for North Carolina. 15 minutes, 25 seconds to go. Carolina by 4. Wake Forest with the basketball. Home game for Wake Forest. They've not lost a home game this year, but then they've not played Carolina this year. Kepley puts it in. Chuck Kepley, the sophomore. 54-52.
His daddy's a North Carolina graduate, but who do you think his daddy's rooting for tonight?
Probably Carolina.
Except when the son gets the ball, you better believe that.
Doherty tries to get by Kepley, tries it under, and Perkins is there for an easy layup. 17 points for Sam, his first points of this second half.
Well, he's so opportunistic. Is that the word? He's always in the right place at the right time.
Oh, Davis, that's his second mistake. One on a bad pass, and this, he went up and came back down, and that may be all for Davis. Scott Davis may be out of there. Whistle blows. And let's see if he does go out. Yes, he is out. He came down with a bad passing mistake and then made that mistake.
You know, Jim, it's so difficult coming off the bench. You know you're only going to get like a minute or two, as Steve Hill, if we take a look at the freshman right here, 25, you know you're going to get a minute or two, and if you make that first mistake, it's a coach's intuition to immediately get you out of the game.
Toms goes out. He has 14 points, and Kenny Green, who had 4 points and looked rather spectacular in the first half, comes in.
Well, he's got great legs. You know, I had the pleasure with the Detroit Pistons to coach at training camp 2 Wake Forest players, Skip Brown and Jerry Schellenberg, and they were so well coached. It really hurt me and hurt my heart to have to cut those 2 youngsters because they really had a great attitude as well.
At Doherty. By the way, Perkins with the ball now is 6 for 6. Ball is batted away by Rogers, but Perkins is walking with the ball first.
Well, Perkins is lucky they called the walking violation, and Dean leads some cheers there because he made a horrible pass, which would have been a layup on the other end of the floor.
Still 56-52, 14-20 to go, and Wake Forest can fall within 1 or 2, depending on their shot.
Well, they start out in a 2-3 zone on a first pass and rotates into a 1-3-1 with Perkins on a baseline.
Rogers misses, and nothing but blue under the basket. Hale.
Watch him get the ball inside. There it is.
Doherty goes up without the ball. Ball knocked away, they said. Doherty took a shot to the eye. That's not called. It's just out of bounds.
17 years old, Jim. Look at that body. He gets stripped on the arm. The ball's knocked out of bounds.
Almost overthrew Perkins there, and now the ball's up for grabs, and it'll be taken by Buzz Peterson.
Oh, they got to go inside of Perkins.
Perkins, and he just 7 for 7 from the floor now.
Look at those long arms, 6'9", but he's really about 7 feet when he's put that wingspan out there, 7'47".
Tichy, it's good. Now has 4 points, 58-54, 13 minutes, 25 seconds left.
Carl Casey's trying to get Anthony Teachy to shoot the ball a little bit more.
Perkins has not missed and does this time and fell down. Teachy with the rebound. So Perkins 7 for 8. Young, in and out, no good. Battle underneath, brought down by Perkins. Doherty takes the shot, no good. Rogers fell down. I don't know if he's okay, but he's up. Perkins again. No good, and the ball is tipped up and in by Doherty. Brad Doherty.
That's the role player he can be on this basketball team. With the presence of two great players like Perkins and Jordan, Doherty can really just do what he does best, go to the basket, set some screens, pass the basketball, and learn.
Carolina by 6. Green puts it up and in. Wow, strong move by Kenny Green. 6 points for him.
Well, he was a great player in Florida last year from Eustis, Florida, and he's living up to all the adjectives that Carl Casey used today to describe him.
Peterson in and out on a three-point try. Ball is going to be batted away, and Wake Forest cannot keep it in bounds. Belongs to the Tar Heels. And now a lot of Tar Heels coming in. We'll pick them up for you as they all check in.
Well, there's Peterson. He's an outstanding shooter. He's going to let it fly from three-point range. It's right on the rim. There's the ball going out of bounds. Great hustle right there. These kids are playing with a lot of emotion tonight. You can see why these two programs are
Carolina
outstanding.
5 is now Hale, Martin, Peterson, Jordan, and Brownlee. Jordan takes the shot. That is good, and he's fouled by Rogers. That is number 4 on Rogers.
Jim, notice the great strength here on his drive. Jordan catches the basketball. As we take a look at it right here, the great first step. He splits the defense. They knock his arm. 9 out of 10 kids would have never got that shot off. He converts it and goes to the line. And the amazing thing, he's only a southpaw.
Jordan is now 1 for 5 from the line. It's a 6-point lead for North Carolina, 62-56, 12 minutes left. And Rogers in foul trouble with 4 fouls, so Carl Casey said, let's take a timeout. 12:01 showing on the clock. North Carolina leading by 4 at the end of the half, now leads by 6.
Brett Favre, legendary quarterback. Jerry Rice, legendary wide receiver.
You ready for your weekly meeting?
Yeah, we're ready.
Jim Simpson, Dick Vitale, and Greensboro, North Carolina, 2 undefeated teams hooking up. And in the last 3 years, each in 6 games has won 3.
Well, I took a look at Steve Hale making that pass to Jordan. Look at that first step. Watch him catch the arm right here. He knocks him down, but he holds him off with his strength, his great balance, and he converts it and goes to the line. Just a great talent. I hate to sing his adjectives and all his praises, but the kid really deserves it. You know, it's interesting. Carl Casey told me as we look at free throw percentages, they told me free throw percentages, they made me a boo-boo, Jim. But, to break my thought here, but St. John's, he told me, was the best team they played. I'd like to ask him after his evaluation of St. John's versus North Carolina.
You may have those thoughts answered later on in March. Ball taken, shot taken across the way by Green. Kenny Green knocked away by Carolina.
Knocked away by Michael Jordan. You know, Luke Carnesecca is probably calling us now. He said he could evaluate us all he wants. All I know is we beat Carolina on a neutral head-to-head.
Across, there's Green, can't hold on to the ball, turns around, and fouled by Brownlee. Green did not make a good play there, but Brownlee really made the wrong play because Green was out of control. Fumbled the ball, got up, had no shot at getting the ball over the 6'10" Brownlee, and Brownlee fouled him.
Brownlee's one of those players Dean Smith utilizes. He gets a minute or two just to rest Sam Perkins. You know, it was interesting before Carl Casey, right in the game as we look at Kenny Green here. He called that timeout. He could have had a free TV timeout, but he couldn't wait, Jim, because Rogers had his 4th foul.
Only man shooting well from the line tonight with any number of shots at all is Perkins, who is 4 for 5. Everybody else is having a little trouble. Doherty himself is 1 for 5, for example. Green will try to make his first tonight to make it 62-57, and done.
You know, Green missed about 6-7 games, left the team for personal reasons, but Carl Casey's really happy he's back.
Bad foul there by Young. Bad foul by Danny Young trying to make something happen. Just moved in, and there was no question at all. He just put a shoulder to the man. It wasn't as though he reached in and flicked him on the wrist. He just elbowed him away.
Carl Tacey was a principal at one time, and I can understand why. He just looks like an educator.
Hale controlling the ball across the 10-second line.
This could give them their biggest lead of the night if they convert and score here, Jim.
Well, Peterson does it, and that's 3-point play for Peterson.
That's why he was 9 for 9 against LSU when Neil Brown's club had the early lead.
That's the first point of the night for Peterson, and it's an 8-point lead for Carolina. They've outscored them 15 to 7. Tichy fouled from behind by Hale. One time it was 50 to 50, now it's 65-57.
There's the pass entered into the open area at the foul line area. There's the good fake by Tichy. He gets grabbed on the wrist as he takes it to the basket. Now he's got to make these free throws.
Tichy has 4 points.
He didn't like that play defensively.
Warren Martin comes out, and Brad Daugherty comes back in for North Carolina.
That was Bill Guthridge patting him on the back. There's a man, Jim, that had as we take a look at Carl Tacey, very relaxed. His stomach is churning. There's no way he can be relaxed. But you know, Bill Guthridge, who they just flashed, the assistant coach, he's turned down all kinds of offers to remain as Dean's assistant.
Carolina by 5, or 6 rather, 65 to 59. Little pressing down court now.
It's hard to believe that this team scored 9 points and a half against LSU and came back to win. 9 and a half.
That's a confidence builder. Jordan's on the move and does not have the point. Tichy. Ball away shot, no good by Rudd, and Hale draws yet another foul.
Oh, you take a look at Steve Hale. Last year they had 3 super players in the state of Oklahoma. They had a kid by the name of Mark Price, who's now tearing it up for Georgia Tech, and Wayman Tisdale, the second leading scorer in America. And they had this young man right here, Steve Hale, who cracks him on the wrist and sends Delaney Rudd to the foul line.
Braddock comes in as Hale goes to the bench with 3 personal fouls. Remember, Alvis Rogers of Wake Forest, who has 13 points in this game, is on the bench with 4 fouls. Rudd misses. Lots of opportunities. He was 2 for 2 in the first half from the line. Has 4 points, misses there.
Well, when you're down 6, I know this tears Carl's stomach apart. You can't afford to miss these free throws.
Well, he missed a couple.
So instead of being 4 down and playing with a little confidence, they score here, you're down 8.
Could be 65-62, but for the last 3 foul shots missed by Wake Forest. Here's Perkins trying to make a move. Gets the ball out. He's walking with the ball on the floor, meaning he's moving without the ball.
Sam's played a little sloppy in spurts in this half, passing the ball, getting control of it. He drops it to the deck, and then he rolls with the ball on the floor. As soon as he moves his feet, it's an automatic walking violation.
Deacons have another chance to pull within 4. North Carolina's had 5 turnovers. Wake Forest 3 in this half.
Carolina's like a bunch of ballet dancers, like Mikhail Baryshnikov, the way they play their zone. They're on their toes. I just wanted to show you I know the class.
Toms puts it up, no good, and Green gets a rebound between 3 people. Young's going to take the shot. It is good! 15 points for Danny Young. 65-62.
How quickly the game could turn around with that 3-point play.
That's the second 3-point play in this half for Danny Young. Here comes Carolina, almost threw the ball away. Rudd with the ball, takes it in, blocked off the backboard. They're going to give him 2 points.
Well, as soon as he makes contact with the ball coming off the glass, it's an automatic goaltending. Sam knows it. The crowd loves it. Here we go, off to the races. There's the steal by Toms. Throws it out to Delaney Rudd. He puts on the afterburners. He explodes. Here comes Big Sam, Michael Jordan, and it's up and pinned to the glass. 2 points for Wake.
And Braddock tries a 3-pointer, no good. Tichy's got the rebound. Here's Rudd, but Carolina's backed up, so he'll wait. Gets the ball and in and leg it in, and on the Tichy.
Timeout, Dean.
the lead to Wake Forest. They've come back. It was 50-50, then 65-57. And now it has been 9 straight points, 2 3-pointers by Wake Forest. And the Deacons have taken the lead for the first time since midway in the first half. 66-65, Wake Forest. Greensboro Coliseum has gone wild after this series of steals.
Well, there's the ball being reversed. There's the play by Toms, number 3. He makes the steal, but here comes the guy with the afterburners, Delaney Rudd. He's got great quickness. There's Sam Perkins pinning the ball on the glass. And we take a look at Delaney Rudd. He reverses the basketball, and up it goes by, I believe that was Mr. Tichy. Down the lane, the big fella runs the court, coast to coast.
9:18 to go in the game. 66-65, Wake Forest. You can take a look at the turnovers and some of the Demon Deacon fans. Here come the Tar Heels.
Boy, these co-eds get prettier and prettier. What happened when I was a youngster?
Into Brad Daugherty. Turnaround off the glass, followed by Jordan. Jordan, 6 points in this half, 15 altogether.
Well, just credit that to his great legs.
Carolina by 1.
Man upstairs was good for that young man.
Tar Heels set up in that zone. Ball almost taken away by Daugherty. Dean Smith is really rooting. Kenny Green puts it up, no good. Whistle blows.
I'll tell you, Dean is working those officials. I haven't seen Dean this animated in a long time.
As opposed to Carl Tacey.
And we look at the little jumper on a baseline by Kenny Green. There's the ball being bounced around on the glass, and the foul coming over the back of Daugherty.
Anthony Tichy now has 3 personal fouls. Elvis Rogers on the bench with 4.
I'll tell you, Dean knows he's in for a war right now. This is going to the wire.
8.5 minutes to go. Tar Heels by 1 with the basketball. Jordan!
That's the difference I told you, Jim. Coming down a stretch when you got a Jordan on the floor. He's a winner. He's an All-American.
From way outside, a tie as Delaney Rudd hits a 3-pointer.
Rudd says, shut up, Vital. I don't want to hear about Jordan.
69 all.
Oh, I love this kind of tradition, emotion.
Daugherty, no good. Perkins, no good. Off the hands of Tichy and out of bounds.
Perkins looked a little fatigued there, Jim, in taking that last shot. He didn't square up, didn't have the good balance. He might be a little exhausted on the floor.
Tichy, Green, Rudd, Young, and Toms for Wake Forest. Perkins, Jordan, Braddock, Daugherty, and Matt Jordan, the starting 5 for Carolina. Jordan wants that 3-pointer, can't get it. Tie ball game, 7 minutes, 40 seconds left.
They're using the clock right now. They're using the entire clock, running down at 30.
5 seconds. 4 from way outside. Braddock shoots no good. Green with the rebound. Whistle blows. And a foul has been called.
I believe he got it on Michael Jordan. I missed the play, Jim, but I believe it was on Michael Jordan.
It was.
23.
Daugherty took that shot with 3 seconds on the clock, and it was not a good shot to take. Green was there, and Jordan fouled him.
Remember, at the end, last 4 minutes, the clock comes off. We also remember that Carolina leads the ACC in free throw shooting.
Tom's being double teamed, and he is fouled right in front of Dean Smith.
Look at the animation of Dean Smith. He's frustrated. And Eddie Fogler joins in.
Jordan draws his 3rd personal foul. And they should be in the bonus situation, both clubs now. Toms is at the line for the first time, a 59% free throw shooter, 14 points on the night. Kind of a casual flicking, gets it up there, but it gets the job done. Kind of walks into that shot.
Eddie Fogler shakes his head. Dean Smith says, what can I do? Look at him, he's pleading. Plead your case, Dean. You look like a lawyer right now.
In and out. It is 70-69. Wake Forest by 1 with 7 minutes left.
They got to go inside to Jordan right now or Perkins. Good screen down, reverse the ball. Playing man-to-man. Look for them to swing the ball down low to Perkins.
Jordan takes the shot, three-pointer, in and out, no good. And Danny Young gets the rebound.
He's not really a good three-point shooter. You don't want Jordan shooting from out there. He's 5 for 17 from three-point range. Didn't use his head there on the floor.
Whoops. Young almost lost the ball, but did not leave his feet. Young takes it in, passes it over, knocked out of bounds. That belongs to Wake Forest.
I'm really impressed here tonight with this Wake Forest basketball team. They're gutty. They play together real well. They're unselfish. They're well coached. They execute offensively. They're going to give a lot of people trouble all year long.
Brad Daugherty comes out, and 6'11" Warren Martin replaces him.
He's got a lot of baby fat. If he hits the Nautilus and gets himself some strength, he's going to be awesome before his career is done. He's only a sophomore, Martin.
Tom steps inside for the shot and hit. John Tom now with 17 points. A three-point lead for Wake Forest.
Ball came right off Perkins' face. Credit that to excellent coaching. The diagonal pass and then the ball reversal for the open shot by Tom.
Perkins, no good. It'll be picked up by Wake Forest.
Perkins, to me, is not getting that good elevation out of his legs, and you shoot a basketball with your legs also, Jim.
They want the big lead before the shot clock goes off. You can do a lot of things once that goes off. Wood, in and out, no good. Green follows.
Oh, they're beating up to the glass right now. Perkins is not rebounding with authority. The freshman Green is very active, and he's hungry right now to Perkins.
5-point lead, Wake Forest. Carolina's won 12 in a row. Perkins takes the shot using the glass, and that's a great shot for him.
Well, he looked like he got his second win right there. He exploded. That's the Sam Perkins I know. They're going to bring Rogers in any moment, I believe. He's got 4 fouls, but they want his veteran on the floor.
Dean Smith said, get your hands up, get your hands up. Rudd, high, no good, and there's Perkins for the rebound. John really never had a chance. Three-pointer here can tie it for Carolina.
Remember that clock goes off in 4 minutes, Jim.
Braddock inside, that is not a three-pointer, but he hits. He's got 5 points on the night. 74-73, 35 seconds. They want to use a lot of this clock. Winding down to where the shot clock goes off. The shot clock will still be on where Wake has got the ball. Green takes the shot, good! Kenny Green, 7 points in this half, 11 altogether.
Boy, I'll tell you, he's going to be one of the great ones here, like Rod Griffin was, who played for Wake Forest.
Now Carolina does not have to worry about the shot clock, even though they haven't hit the 4-minute mark yet.
Well, if they were leading, we might have seen the famous 4 corners, but with them losing right now, they got to get some point production. They got to get the ball in Jordan's hands down low.
Count out the shot clock. It's all off now. We're below the 4-minute mark.
That's where it's got to go, down low to Jordan.
Jordan puts it up. No good. Tip, no good. Warren stuffs it. And I believe he's fouled. The big man just controlled it under there, and he is fouled.
Jim, if you could have seen this player earlier in the year and see him now, it's night and day. He's coming and coming every day, getting better and better. He's an active player inside. There's Jordan down low. He'll make this 9 out of 10 times. He misses it here. Martin keeps it alive. And then he goes up and he stuffs it. Don't leave any doubt he gets fouled.
And Kenny Green draws the foul. Martin with 6 points. A chance to tie the game at 76 all. He does not. And Teachy's got the rebound. 3:47 left. Wake Forest with the ball, leading by 1. Carl Chasey wants timeout. Danny Young gets the ball across midcourt and calls timeout.
Well, right now, Jim, it's decision time for the coaching staff. A lot of thoughts got to go through your head. You're the underdog now. You're Wake Forest. You got the +1. Do you spread the court? I'm going to make you the coach, Mr. Simpson. Do you spread it and back it out?
Crowd going wild. Greensboro, better than 15,000 people here. Dick and I will be back on Saturday afternoon when Carolina plays Georgia Tech. Well, we've got 3 minutes and 43 seconds going here. That's an entirely different kind of situation. This ball game, at the moment, Wake Forest has got the point lead and got the basketball. The shot clock is over. Will never click on again, so we'll see how Carl Tacey does. Remembering that he's got Delaney Rudd and Danny Young, usually two quick guards who do not turn the ball over, but Rudd has done a lot of that tonight.
Well, you know, between the two of them, they're like averaging less than 2 turnovers a game, and they do protect the basketball. They treat it like gold, and that's one of the philosophies coaches really try to preach to their athletes and to their players. If we get the good shot, play some solid team defense, as we look to the two chairmen of the board, Tacey on your left and Smith was on your right.
Peterson, known for his offense, is in playing. Horacek is, or rather Lee Garber has come in for the first time into the Wake Forest lineup.
Well, they're going to run the clock down. They're spreading out the court in a 2-1-2 set, getting what we call some cuts off the post. But if the shot's there, they will take it. They are not completely putting it on ice, Jim.
It is Rudd, Young, Tichy, Garber, and Alvis Rogers with 4 personal fouls has come back in.
This is not your typical 4 corners where you utilize the dribble and penetrate. Carolina will go into some kind of trap out of this.
Carolina going with Matt Doherty, Sam Perkins, Brad Doherty, Hale, and Peterson. They're not starting either of their regular guards, Jordan and Braddock.
Well, if they go into a trap, look for them to look for that diagonal pass underneath, which should be open.
They've run about a minute off the clock. Exactly 1 minute has been run off. 2:42 left.
Tichy's a very good passer from that post position.
76-75, Wake Forest, 2:35 to go.
They're in that half-court trap. I'll tell you, Jim, if I had to select MVP, I go if Carolina wins. I don't know if you agree with me with Perkins. And if Wake Forest wins, I'm going to go with the play of Danny Young and his leadership and his floormanship on the floor.
I'm not going to say a word. I think they're good choices. But I want to see who really pulls a play here because it could tip the balance one way or the other.
Boy, I'll tell you, they're giving Dean Smith a little education in the delay game right now, and he was the innovator of the 4 corners, even though this is not your typical straight normal 4 corners offense. But it is a delay. They're trying to execute it for the layup if it's there. Carolina's playing back.
You can see the clock. It's down to 1:47.
This might come to shooting free throws, Jim.
Wake Forest can do this all night.
They're doing a great job of execution right here.
Underneath is Rudd by himself.
That's the play they wanted. They wanted to get it to the weak side, get it to the open cutter, and play
Dean
for the
Smith
layup.
calls timeout. He wants a timeout. They haven't called it yet. Carolina's still running the ball. He's saying time from the bench, but they're not looking that way. Both his assistants are calling time. Perkins with the 3-pointer. Well, who needed it?
Perkins says, hey, timeout. Could you design a better strategy than that, coach?
78-78, and Smith takes a seat saying, we don't need a timeout. We don't need a timeout.
Great shot, Sam.
All right, will they play for the last shot? 59 seconds to go. It is a tie game at 78 all.
If I'm right now, I'm weak. I'm going to take it right to the buzzer and go for the last shot and try to win it at the buzzer or go OT.
Here's where you're glad you've got a Rogers, a Delaney, a Rudd, and apparently Garber's very sure-handed because they've got him in there.
Carolina's got to play man-to-man now. You can't just sit in the zone and give him the open jumper out of the seam.
33 seconds to go.
They're trying to take Perkins away from the basket with Rogers outside.
25 seconds to go.
Both teams are so well coached, drilled for all special situations.
High game. 15 seconds to go.
Will it be bye-bye to Carolina's winning streak?
Young is not going to do it. Young is taking the ball, taking the shot. It is blocked away by Doherty. 7 seconds to go. Matt Doherty carrying the ball, knocked away, and is fouled.
He gets fouled
3
with
seconds to go.
Great play by Doherty, taking the ball up the court, but it was the block by Doherty, which made the play for Doherty. Sounds like a law firm. That's what Jimmy Falvano said.
Alvis Rogers fouls out, and Doherty will have 2 chances to win the ball game by a point.
They're huddling up at the free throw line. That was another one of your innovations by Dean Smith. It was a great block on the other end of the floor. Danny Young took the good shot, penetrated, was going up for the good one, but it was blocked. And Doherty did a super job. Matt Doherty bringing the ball up the court, forcing the foul.
Matt Doherty is 2 for 2 tonight from the line. He's a 73% free throw shooter. Alvis Rogers is fouled out. He only needs one, and then it would be 3 seconds only for Wake to get back in the game.
He came to me before the game. He says, Coach Vitale, he said, my whole family's watching in East Meadow, Long Island. I know they're sitting on pins and needles right now, Mr. and Mrs. Doherty.
It's tough now for Wake Forest. 79-78. Most valuable player will give to Sam Perkins. Everybody else is down court. Time is called by Dean Smith. He wants a timeout.
It's an old cliche, Jim, but what a heartbreaking loss for Wake Forest. But again, they have nothing to be ashamed. They took North Carolina right to the buzzer, and it's not over yet.
Well, when we come back, up by one, Doherty will have another free throw shot, and then Wake Forest will have 3 seconds only. Well, there's some question whether or not Wake Forest has got a timeout once this basket goes in or stays out. If they have no timeout with which to regroup, they're in real trouble, and I'm sure Carl Tacey's told them what to do.
Well, you know, you mentioned timeouts. What about the timeout that Dean Smith wanted that the players said no, and Perkins hits the three-pointer? That's unbelievable.
That tied the game at 78 all. That was a big play. Now Doherty trying to make it 80-78. He does. They need 2 points, and they got 3 seconds to get it.
It's tough to get a good shot from this distance, but you can. He's going to let it
Young,
fly.
he better go. Puts it up. No good. Carolina wins there now. 78 for Wake Forest, 80 for Carolina. They won 13 in a row. I'm Jim Simpson. Dick Vitale.